Namaskar everyone, I'm Anup Panthi. A lot of people have been asking me about sound healing. What is sound healing, how it works, when did it all started, and so on. So I thought of just sharing my experience and thought with you all today. To understand sound healing, first we need to understand few terms. Healing and cure. So I think this is where the most confusion occurs. Healing is the process of achieving a complete attunement of your physical and metaphysical body as a whole, whereas in cure we try to focus on certain part of the body and try to achieve attunement. Everything in the existence dances with the rhythm. This is what somebody call it vibration, frequency, melody, and so on. It's all the same. Why I like to call it rhythm is because I find it very analogous to rhyme and also to hrdaya, which is Sanskrit term used for heart. And hrdaya signify a very important thing of an accomplished cycle that repeats continuously. So when this entity come in contact with each other, certain thing happens. The first, they might cancel out each other completely. This happens when they are completely out of tune, or they might form a new rhythm by cancelling out certain things which they are not incompatible with, or they might even form a more richer dynamic rhythm. This happens when they are in tune with each other. So our body has trillions of cells, each cell having its own dynamic rhythm, its own identity, and this cell combine each other to form tissue. Now this newly formed tissue has a new rhythm, and tissues come together to form organ, and now this organ has a new rhythm in its own context. So our body is nothing but a mixture of cells, tissue, organs, energy, element coming together to form this wonderful piece of complex, rich, dynamic, orchestral medley. So this medley is what we call as aura, vibe, and so on. So you must have realized that sometimes when you meet somebody new or go to a new place, all of a sudden for no reason you start liking that person or that place. This means your rhythm, your vibration is in tune with that person's vibration or that place vibration. And sometimes opposite happens. For no reason you start not liking that person, even without having a single conversation with it. So this brings us back to the question, what is sound healing? So I want to put it this way in the most simplest form. Sound healing is the process of providing nourishment to your incomplete rhythm and getting rid of unwanted frequencies from your body. Your body has this frequencies that it has been accumulating from different sources. When you go to a new place, when you meet somebody new, when you eat this food, when you eat that food, when you stay in your room, and so on. So these rhythms, they have been fighting with each other, they have been coming together with each other. If you feel good, That means they're compatible. But sometimes this rhythms, this residue, frequency residue, is what we really want to get rid of. So this brings us to another question. How do we get rid of these frequencies, this frequency residue? So I want you to remember one thing very clearly, that the best sound healing happens in the nature. Go out in the nature. Take some time for yourself. Sit quietly or lie down, it really doesn't matter. Whether you know meditative techniques or yogic techniques, it really doesn't matter. Just take some time for yourself and sit as long as you are comfortable with. Get yourself grounded and walk barefoot for some time. This is the best grounding that can happen to you. You exchange energy with Mother Nature. You release the unwanted and excessive frequency back to the earth, and then you take the nourishment that is needed in the body from the earth. And this happens when you have a very nice physical contact with the earth, with the soil, with the mud. Remember that childlike personality that craves when it rains, and then you want to go out in the rain and dance, but for some reason you're holding that stiffness. Let go that stiffness. So next time, if you can manage few days, go for a hike, go out in the nature, mountain, rivers, ocean, lakes, parks, wherever you can, whatever is near to you. Don't hesitate to jump in the lake and swim. Don't hesitate to climb a hill or do a day or 2 day hike. Don't hesitate to sit in the sun and get the real electromagnetic radiation from the sun, and not from this artificial frequency ruptures from man-made devices. You want to get grounded, you want to detox yourself from this man-made noises, especially the electromagnetic interference arising from electronic devices. So this is what I want to conclude from. The best sound healer is Mother Earth, and she does sound healing for free, and she has been doing for free. Just be conscious, just go out in the wild, go out in the nature, sit there for some time, detox yourself, and you will start feeling the difference. For no reason, you will have a very nice gesture sprouting within. So if I have been of any help, I would consider very lucky. If you have some questions, please write it down. This is where I would like to end this video, and keep singing and dancing. Namaskar.